A rookie calls Travis Kelce overrated. What happens next leaves the NFL speechless? A young rookie, fresh off his first season in the NFL, had made waves with a bold and controversial statement. The rookie, known for his outspoken nature, had called Travis Kelce, one of the league's most dominant tight ends, overrated. His exact words had spread quickly across social media. Kelce is good, but not as great as people think. He has been hyped up by the media for far too long. This statement stunned many in the football world. Kelce had been one of the most consistent and elite players in the league for years. His skill, leadership, and ability to perform in big moments had earned him respect across the NFL. But this young rookie was not backing down. When reporters asked him to elaborate, he simply stated, "I respect what Kelce has done, but I have seen many players out there who do not get the same recognition. I am not saying he is terrible, but he has been made into a bigger name than he deserves." As expected, the comments made headlines. Fans, analysts, and players from across the league reacted quickly. Some agreed with the rookie, feeling that Kelce's success had been overblown. Others, including Kelce's own teammates, dismissed the comments, calling them disrespectful and naive. But what happened next left everyone in shock. The following week, in an interview, Kelce was asked about the rookie's remarks. His response would silence everyone in the NFL. The tension had reached a boiling point. After the rookie's bold remarks, the media was abuzz with anticipation to hear how Travis Kelce would respond. The veteran tight end, known for his charisma and playful demeanor, had a chance to settle the score. In an interview, Kelce was asked about the rookie's comments, and the room fell silent as he leaned forward, ready to speak. "I heard what he said," Kelce began, his tone measured, but there was a fire behind his words. "It is cute when a rookie thinks he can come in here and talk like that. It is easy to talk when you have not earned anything yet." The room waited as Kelce paused, his gaze steady. "I respect the confidence, but there is a difference between talking and proving. I have earned my place in this league. I did not get here by accident, and I did not get here by just talking." Kelce's words cut through the tension like a knife. The NFL was watching, and this was no playful jab. Kelce was serious, and his response left little room for interpretation. He continued, "I know what I am capable of, and I do not need to defend my career to anyone, especially a rookie who has yet to prove anything." The media went into a frenzy. Fans and analysts were split. Some sided with Kelce, praising his experience and accomplishments. Others felt that Kelce was dismissing the rookie's boldness too harshly. But the rookie, who had called Kelce overrated, was about to be put to the test in a way he never expected. The rookie's comments had caused a stir, and now Kelce had made his response clear. However, what no one expected was how quickly the situation would escalate. A few days after Kelce's interview, the rookie was asked again about his earlier remarks. This time, there was no hesitation in his response. "I stand by what I said," he declared, his voice steady and confident. "Kelce is a great player, but he's not untouchable. People love to talk about him like he's some kind of legend, but there are plenty of players out there who get overshadowed." His words were bold, but the confidence was unmistakable. It was clear the rookie was not backing down. The media buzzed even more. Was the rookie just seeking attention, or was there more to his comments? His willingness to keep the conversation going had sparked intrigue, and people began to wonder if he truly believed what he was saying, or if he was simply trying to make a name for himself. The following week, the rookie's team faced Kelce's team in a highly anticipated matchup. The tension between the two players was palpable. Kelce, who had heard the rookie's repeated comments, was more focused than ever. The rookie, on the other hand, seemed determined to prove that he wasn't just running his mouth. As the game kicked off, it became clear that both players were ready to show who was the better man on the field. Kelce, with his veteran experience, had the advantage, but the rookie had something to prove. The game would be a defining moment for both players. As the clock ticked down, the outcome would leave the NFL speechless. The game had reached its peak. Both players were locked in, the rookie intent on proving he was more than just bold words, and Kelce determined to silence his critic once and for all. The tension between the two had built up, and now it was time to see who could back up their claims. On the field, Kelce was his usual dominant self. He made key receptions, maneuvering through defenders with his signature agility and size. Every time he touched the ball, the crowd erupted, as if reminding everyone just who he was. His experience and skill were evident, and it seemed as though he was playing with a purpose, to show the rookie that words could not replace years of hard work and dedication. The rookie, however, was not intimidated. Despite the spotlight on him, he made some impressive plays, showcasing his own skill and potential. He was quick on his feet, confident with the ball, and showed flashes of brilliance that hinted at his future in the league. His teammates rallied behind him, but everyone knew the real showdown was between him and Kelce. Late in the game, with the score tight, the rookie found himself matched up against Kelce's team. In a crucial moment, the rookie had the ball in his hands, and he wasn't backing down. With the defense closing in, he made a daring move, pushing past Kelce's coverage and found an open receiver for a critical touchdown. The stadium was silent for a brief moment before erupting into applause. The rookie had just made a game-winning play, silencing the critics and proving that his words were more than just talk. Kelce, watching from the sidelines, nodded in approval, a clear sign that respect had been earned. The game was over, and the rookie had made his mark. The crowd had witnessed something special. But the real question now was whether the NFL had truly seen a shift in the balance of power. The rookie had backed up his words with action, and the respect he had demanded was now his. But as the players left the field, the tension between him and Kelce lingered. In the locker room, Kelce was approached by reporters, and there was no hint of frustration or anger in his demeanor. Instead, there was a calm understanding, as if he knew this moment was inevitable. "How do you feel about the rookie's performance today?" a reporter asked, eager for a reaction. Kelce chuckled, shaking his head slightly. "Look, I have been around long enough to know that there are always going to be young guys who think they can do it. But today, the kid played well. He proved something out there. It was not the fiery response many had expected, but it was the sign of a true veteran, someone who recognized the talent in others, even if they had once been critical." Kelce continued, "I respect anyone who comes into this league and backs up what they say. He did that today, but the game is never won with words. It is won on the field, and he still has a long way to go." Meanwhile, the rookie, still high on his success, faced a different kind of attention. His social media was flooded with messages from fans and analysts, some congratulating him, others questioning whether his performance could be sustained. The world had witnessed his arrival in the NFL, but what mattered now was whether he could keep his head level and prove his success was not a one-time occurrence. As the dust settled after the game, the rookie's performance continued to dominate headlines. But as the media shifted their focus, something unexpected happened. The veteran tight ends of the league began to weigh in on the controversy. Some backed Kelce, praising his consistency and the respect he had earned over the years. Others, however, saw the rookie's boldness as a breath of fresh air. "Football is about confidence," said one veteran player in a post-game interview. "And that, rookie, he's got plenty of it. It's not easy to go against a guy like Kelce. To make that statement and then back it up, he deserves respect." Despite the praise from fellow players, the rookie knew that one great performance would not define his career. The game had elevated his status, but it had also added weight to his every move moving forward. He could not afford to be seen as just a flash in the pan. The challenge now was maintaining that level of play week after week. Meanwhile, Kelce, ever the competitor, watched the attention the rookie was getting with a mix of respect and intrigue. "I've seen young guys come in, full of energy, ready to make a name for themselves," Kelce said in his own interview. "But it's about consistency. Let's see if you can keep that fire going. The NFL doesn't care about what you did last week. It's what you do next." The rookie knew that his journey had just begun. The bar had been set higher than ever. But for the first time in his career, he felt like he had truly proven something not just to the world, but to himself. And as he prepared for the next game, he was ready to prove that this moment was only the beginning. The weeks following the game were intense. The rookie's statement had sparked a firestorm, and now the challenge was maintaining his momentum. As the media buzzed with debates about his performance, he knew that the pressure was on. Fans were eager to see if he could continue his impressive run, and the NFL had taken notice. It was clear that this was no longer just about proving himself to the public, it was about proving himself to the players, the coaches, and everyone else who doubted him. His next few games were scrutinized, and the rookie rose to the occasion. Each pass he threw, each decision he made, was carefully examined. But instead of folding under the pressure, embraced it. He played with the same confidence, the same boldness that had driven his initial comments about Kelce. He was no longer just a rookie trying to find his footing. He was a player who had made a statement and now had to live up to it. In the middle of this whirlwind, another matchup loomed again against Kelce's team. This time, the stakes were higher. The rookie was no longer just facing Kelce as a player, he was facing the entire weight of the NFL's attention. The veterans knew what was coming. Kelce knew what was coming, and so did the rookie. "I'm not here to talk anymore," the rookie said in an interview leading up to the game. "I'm here to play. Kelce is a great player, but it's my time to show what I've got." As the day of the game arrived, the rookie stepped onto the field with one goal in mind: to silence any remaining doubts and prove that he was not just a flash in the pan, but the future of the game. The game had finally arrived. The rookie, now the center of attention, stood on the field across from Kelce, both players fully aware of the stakes. This was no longer just about a single game or a single rivalry. It was a defining moment in the young quarterback's career. The eyes of the NFL were fixed on this matchup, eager to see if the rookie could back up his bold statement once more. With the defense closing in, the young quarterback stepped up in the pocket and launched a perfect spiral down the field. The ball flew through the air, the crowd holding its breath. The receiver reached out, but then, out of nowhere, a defender leapt in front, cutting off pass. Interception. The stadium erupted. The defender sprinted down the sideline, sealing the game. The young quarterback stood frozen for a moment, watching in disbelief. One throw, one mistake, and everything had slipped away. The interception was a crushing blow. The young quarterback stood motionless on the field, staring at the defender as he sprinted down the sideline, sealing the game. Just moments ago, he had been in complete control, confident that this final drive would be his defining moment. But now, it is over. Rodgers, ever the professional, walked onto the field with no celebration, no expression of victory. He simply jogged to midfield, passing the young quarterback without a word. The young quarterback stood there, stunned, hands on his hips, replaying the moment in his mind. He had thought he had the game in his grasp, but one wrong decision had cost him everything. Rodgers, seeing the young quarterback's frustration, walked over to him. He placed a hand on the young quarterback's shoulder, his voice calm and measured. "You had them," he said, "but you need to know. You cannot just think, you have to know." The young quarterback exhaled deeply, nodding slowly. His mistake had been costly, but Rodgers' words cut deeper. "I thought my guy was open," he admitted quietly. Rodgers nodded. "You thought. But in this game, that is not enough." The young quarterback watched Rodgers walk away, understanding that this loss was a lesson he would never forget. The young quarterback sat on the bench, staring blankly at the field. His head was filled with conflicting thoughts, regret, frustration, and a growing understanding. He had talked a big game, but it was clear now that words meant nothing without action. Rodgers had been right. The game was won in the moments that mattered most, not in the hype. The young quarterback's phone buzzed. A text from Rodgers appeared on the screen. "You played well. Now, learn from it." The young quarterback stared at the message for a moment, his resolve strengthening. He would not forget this lesson. The next morning, sports shows debated the game, analyzing every throw, every play. Some praised the young quarterback for his talent, while others questioned his decision-making in critical moments. But the one thing that everyone could agree on was that this rivalry was far from over. The young quarterback had shown flashes of brilliance, but Rodgers had once again proven why experience could not be overlooked. In a post-game interview, the young quarterback admitted, "I said what I said, but last night learned something. Talking and proving are two different things." Rodgers, when asked about the young quarterback, simply nodded. "He has talent, but talent alone is not enough. It is what you can do in the biggest moments that counts." As the young quarterback prepared for the next challenge, he knew that this was only the beginning. The loss stung, but it would fuel his determination to improve. The NFL was watching, and he was ready to rise to the occasion. This rivalry was just getting started. The young quarterback would return stronger, knowing that with each challenge, he would grow, evolve, and eventually prove that the future of the game was in his hands. What do you think? Can the young quarterback rise to the challenge, or will Rodgers continue to dominate? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.